Imagine. Just imagine you're taking the kids and the whole family to meet their grandmother at a nursing home. Everyone has fun. It's a great time. You go back home that night. Unbeknownst to you, though, you have a bunch of mini hitchhikers now that you're carrying. The next day, kids go to school, you go to work, wife goes to work. Think how many people, acquaintances, friends, and possible other family members that you come in contact with. And that's how I got the idea of my business, 5-Star Bug Detection. Let our nose detect the problem before you find it. A little background on myself is I spent the last 12 years in the Marine Corps, primarily as a dog handler, training dogs, from house dogs to police dogs to dogs in the Special Forces. I have trained hundreds of dog teams as well as dogs just by themselves. With that experience, I want to deliver expert canine services in detecting bed bugs with unmatched accuracy compared to the traditional tools of the trade, being a magnifying glass and a flashlight. So since some of us might not know that much about bed bugs, let's talk about some facts first. The prevalence is 20% of households and businesses have a bed bug infestation every year. The location, it can be anywhere. Doesn't even matter how hygienic you are. It does not matter. But primarily, they're going to be affecting those hospitality services, hospitals, Airbnbs, things like that. They're most prevalent in the southeast region, exactly where we are. The southeast makes up 30% of all infestations. So why dogs? Well, you already heard my background. And then with dogs, the University of Florida conducted a research in 2008 that displayed the accuracy that bedbug dogs can have, and it came out to 97.5%. So as you can see, notated by the yellow stars, you have Charlotte, Greensboro, and Raleigh. Those 3 cities right there are in the Orkin top 50 most treated bedbug areas. You can see us in Jacksonville or Onslow County by the red star, and then the red line is the coastline. So you can see how we're surrounded by travelers from inland as well as north and south. Most of the people who stay in the Onslow County hotels come from North Carolina. And in the top 4, 3 of them are from those cities that we just mentioned. So as I proceed with this slide, I want you to remember, this business idea is about being proactive, not reactive. So the problems we're solving, it's going to be the escalation. Bed bugs multiply and they can escalate very quickly, which is going to become very expensive and a harder process to eradicate them. The mental health impact, thinking that you have bed bugs, or being a business owner, say at a hotel, and then you have guests saying you have bed bugs, what that could possibly do to your reputation, even if you don't have them. As well as the financial strain. The longer you wait, the more expensive and into the thousands bed bug eradication or process of a treatment can be. Our solution for escalation is we're going to use canines with their unmatched detection capabilities to seek out all bed bugs. The mental health impact, we're going to provide that peace of mind knowing that a dog with a 97.5% accuracy rate is sweeping that hotel or that school, whatever it may be, as well as the financial strain. Opting into a cheaper option with a reoccurring charge compared to having to fix an eradication process afterwards can save you thousands. So our target market, as mentioned earlier, it's going to be those hospitality services at first. It's going to be hotels, Airbnbs, institutions, so your schools, nursing homes, and hospitals. Just those alone are going to make up almost 300,000 bed spaces. Our competitive landscape. Currently, there is no direct competition with someone using canines until you get to Charlotte. However, our indirect competition is going to be your do-it-yourselfers, but they're not experienced. They don't exactly know what they're looking for or then how to even treat it. And then you have your local, regional, and national exterminators. But once again, like I said, until you get to Charlotte, there's no one offering dog detection. And it's unmatched. Being in the military, I know their capabilities, and it's proven science. The funding needed. We're seeking $10,000, which is going to be mostly for training equipment, dog gear and equipment, as well as handler protective equipment. Our sales channels are going to be engagement with military leaders, face-to-face, with hospitality services, mostly being the hotels initially, and face-to-face with Onslow County School Board members. Our marketing activities are primarily going to be that face-to-face, so I can get in front of the customer and educate them, because that's the most important thing right there is education, as well as Facebook and Google ads. And then we want to partner with existing exterminating companies, because that's something that we can provide, but to the initial detection process. But if we were to find something, you still have to then treat that problem. So that would be a great partnership. Our financial projections, we don't plan on going operational till the fourth quarter of 2025, so that's why you don't see much for revenue. But then after that, we're going to be over doubling our profits as well as our revenue in a year, and that's pretty conservative with only 3 yearly contracts. And our expenses, even as we grow, is going to be $7,000. Our milestones, currently, we already purchased 3 canine prospects that we're going to start training. We've already established a DBA. Next, we're going to acquire training equipment. We're going to certify that canine, like I said, at the end of the year, at which point, once that certification process is done, we'll be able to move forward and start marketing to the community. The team and key roles is going to be myself as the owner and master trainer, and then Sierra Parks, who herself also has 10 plus years of dog handling and training experience, in which she's going to be that assistant trainer and first certified canine team. Our partners and resources are going to be Marine Federal Credit Union, BNI, SBC, SPTDC, and the Jacksonville Onslow Chamber of Commerce. And so you have in front of you a sample certification that we could be leaving at hospitality services if they choose to post it, as well as just a demo mock-up trifold pamphlet that has educational information in it. Do I have any questions?
Yes, I do. Hi, good morning. Great job.
Good morning.
The dogs, do you start them out? How old are they when you first start training them?
The first 2 dogs we actually purchased, as puppies. So that's why we're not planning on going live and operational until the fourth quarter. However, we did get lucky and we got a dog that's just over a year old. So we could actually get operational by the summertime. It's just like with a person, we have to wait for them to mature and then kind of grow into it, and then we can start training. And then the biggest thing is the duration. So if I'm searching a hotel, kind of need that mature dog that's going to be able to do multiple rooms, so on and so forth. That's why we have 3 total. 2 are puppies, and the third one is just over a year old. They're all Border Collie.
Speaking of that, and as you're talking about some of these commercial partners and large hotels, hospitals, nursing facilities, what is the work time of one of those animals once they get on site?
So it's all just going to be dependent. There's no real cut and dry answer, because weather conditions and the dog's conditioning all plays a role into that, or the type of environment we have. Like, is it a nice clean environment, or is it a cluttered environment where we're going to have to move around a lot more? But with one dog, we can search for 1 to 2 hours pretty consistently, perhaps taking that 10 to 15 minute break, get some water, and then proceed after that. But relatively, a whole establishment can be searched. And since we're going to have 3 dogs at the max at first, but at least with 2, we can easily do a hotel at night or whenever they choose to be. But also, when it comes to the hotels, if they already know they have bed bugs in, like, say, a room, well, that room's going to get treated. But what they can use us for is then treating other rooms, just searching other rooms, or like the laundry room, because, okay, this room has bed bugs. Where's the laundry go? Down the hall, through the elevator, into this room. Bed bugs could have jumped off that hitchhiking ride at any point. So that's something that they can use us for, while the exterminators do what they do.
You mentioned that, I think you said you purchased 3 prospects.
Correct.
Do most dogs end up working out? Do you ever get a prospect that doesn't work, where you've made an investment in the dog? 2 out of the 3 work, or is it pretty?
Absolutely. So the breed and then the drive, a lot of things play into that. Same thing if you're applying for a job, to put it in human perspectives, or special forces. There's a trial and error. There's competence you have to pass. So not every dog's going to work out. But initially, I picked a good breed, a Border Collie. All 3 are high drive. They all have good hunt drive, which at the end of the day, they're looking for a reward. They're hunting for that tennis ball or that treat. They don't know they're looking for bed bugs. So until we start the detection process, That'll be the next phase.